Yes, so the good news, yes, the actual printer, I finished uh, printing all the parts for the printer, or not printing, like cutting, using the laser module, uh, cutting all the pieces of or, my glider. Um, so yeah, it's exciting, and I just finished sketching it all. Uh, Actually, I can show you how it looks like now. Wait, yeah, that was. Hey, there it is. Yeah, so you can see all the pieces. Actually, I did it. I did all the measurements and whatever uh, on a piece of paper, or that's the underside of the of this, basically the original design. Since yeah, and and yeah, so I did it there and it fit perfectly well, except for the tail wing here. You can see parts of it that aren't. Well, anyways, I'll have to deal with that. Worst case scenario is a tiny bit less area, but I mean that doesn't really matter. And plus, pretty much all of this stuff actually gets. I have to cut it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, here it's a bit longer because I forgot to cut it through here. So my mistake. Yeah, and the basswood rods here. Cool enough. This time, like I was talking about putting math in my curriculum. So yeah, that's all the math. That's the part one basically, where I have the measurements of me doubling stuff and also figuring out like the 6 and the actually, yeah, so the 3 and a 10, for example, those are for the tail wing. Those are the actual length that I had to measure in order to get the right angles for the wing. While the 10, which is doubled to 20, actually I doubled all that because, ratio of 2 to 1. And so yeah, that was fun. Wrote down some nice, and you got some even weirder ones like I guess 7.6. Yeah, I had one that was yeah, there it is. Yeah, 4.3. This was the yeah. There's like an area where you're supposed to sand a bit less than everywhere else. So I was just measuring that area as about a third of the original length. So the length that or the so there you go, and I did that on both sides, did a line, and there you go. And also, right, yeah. So that's all my math, whatever. So this is just simple, just dividing and multiplying. It's not. I was able to use a bit of the Pythagorean theorem though, which is kind of fun because I mean, in real life situations, which is I don't know my favorite thing about math these days. Yeah, where I had to figure out the length for the basswood rods that would end up. Wait, yeah, that would end up on when actually this gets cut. Basically, I have to find out the length of the basswood rod that will be stuck to it because it's actually there's a rod here. You can see here, basswood. There it says yeah, basswood that goes along here. I was just calculating the distance because you can see the triangle kind of here, but the actual lengths are doubles, so that's the only difference here. But yeah, so I was just figuring out the length of this here, and this here is the. I decided to leave it as like a trapezium, which is really similar actually, almost. Just it's a bit curved. I guess if I want, I could sand it up or something, but I think I'll leave it as is for now. I'll do the more important parts like the tail wing and the main wings. Then I'll decide if I, after a few test flights, if I need to make it more curved, like in the design here. Anyways, the winglets work just fine. Or actually, I didn't do anything. Or winglets are, yeah, they're fine. Same with the second part of the wingless here are just fine, so I don't need anything. Same with the rods here. Well, this is the same thing as this, just I put two of them there. Actually, that's the trapezium here. And the part 2 of the fuselage, which is here. This fuselage here, well, anyways, there's an, or about here, you're supposed to cut it, just for right here, basically. Anyways, and also the length of the basswood rod that goes here is the one below there, which is a bit shorter. Anyways, yeah, that's good. Managed to do it in a few, about an hour and a half, so not too long. Yeah, I just the right amount of, maybe I ran out of space or was a bit not efficient in the way that I placed things, but so I wasn't able to fit the trapezium on there, but or part 3 of the wing, but I mean, I didn't really need to put that in since I'm not planning to do any modifications to it. So, what else? Yeah, so yeah, this is what I'm writing here, and it was yeah, so that's today, to December 25th or the 24th. Christmas, we may still be here, in which case I'll use the few tools like the I could use a thin saw like a cut so like a really thin saw that you use for jigs, like a really thin jigsaw, that a hand saw kind of. That yeah, we have a few of those lying around. Those are about good. Though I could, well, for more precision, I could even use a jigsaw. I have a few of those guys, or electric jigsaw. But it's really brittle though, so I want to be careful. I might even use a pair of scissors too. I might, if it's, yeah, especially on the tail wing, it's so brittle that I might just use a pair of scissors. Anyways, yeah, so this basically fuselage, I might need to use a jigsaw or something, 'cause it's thick, on the thick side. Main wing, we'll see, but probably a pair of scissors, since it's really close thicknesses of the tail wing. And then tomorrow, maybe if I have enough time, I'll do the sanding on the same day. But if not, yeah, it's a lot of sanding, though. Like, the whole main wing will be sanded. Just one part is sanded a bit less than the other. So, yeah, so yeah, that's about it. And once I'm done that, it's the testing. So just putting it on actually just throwing it as it is, and then if that's good, I'll throw it on the actual power of 4.0, which is what it's meant to do anyways. Yeah, I'll throw it in and then I'll do some more changes after that, sanding, cutting, whatever, if I need to. And then if that'll be the documentation on presumed right before New Year's Eve. So yeah, I'll see you next episode where we will discuss the testing of the actual glider, and also maybe if possible, like a video or something I can show you guys of me putting it on. Anyways, what's new? Not really much. Actually, I have this organized thing with folders that I have on every day, pretty much. So yeah, and organize this a bit more. Or the designs, those are the previous videos, and photos are here, and you got the designs for the loop and whatever. Anyways, that's all, folks. See you next time.